this template.
Right.
What episode is that?
You say 3, I think it's 4.
Episode 3. It's no 4, it's 3.
Of me and you just... What's that?
Chatting shit. Hope it's toothpaste. It's toothpaste.
It's a funny place for toothpaste.
Oh, what a start. How's your week been? Let's get right into it.
Alright, mate. Monday I ran. In football, Tuesday we done that run through.
Yeah.
And that's fucking ended me, man.
Yeah. You've been...
I've been a wee bit this week, haven't I?
Yeah.
Back's been really sore.
Have you still got your wee...
No, I should take it off now. Last time. You're only meant to wear it for 12 hours.
Right. What was it you had?
A heat pack.
Heat pack.
Just makes you feel nice and cosy.
You looked pretty pathetic.
It was really sore. So I was one of the fucking 70 snatches. Wednesday I had football and all, but again it was pretty useless. Thursday did I train. But we're back today, we'll train today. And then football tomorrow, aye. Been good.
You feeling good now?
Feeling alright. I felt sharp on Tuesday, I felt good, man.
But injury wise, like, are you feeling?
Nah, I mean, the injuries, it's just not even an injury I've had, it's just
your
problems.
back
Aye,
state,
because I don't do snatches, you're fucking
Yep.
with it.
Aye, it's like a new movement, aye. 100% now.
How's your week been?
Good mate, aye, keep you done this week. Managed to go a full week without offending anybody, I think, so.
Hopefully.
So, all's good and well, man.
Week's not done yet, but...
I know. No, it's been good, mate, aye. It's Monday, what did I do Monday? Monday I think I done strength, I did do strength, then Tuesday we done that run through. Wednesday done strength again, fucked up Thursday last night, and then the Friday morning class this morning.
Really hard last night, I was getting heavy FOMO, man.
Were you?
Major FOMO. I don't envy you at the start of a workout, but seeing you're in the nitty-gritties.
Aye.
It's when I like it.
It's all sweaty, man. Aye. What did I see this morning? At the 6 AM, man, it was like 3 minutes to, and there was only like 2 A's in with them, and I was like,
The height of ignorance.
I was like, oh no, we have been cancelled. And then fucking about 18 people just walked in at one time. I was like, what the fuck's going on there?
It makes it so much harder for us to know about, because then you'll just sit as a teams in
I get stressed anyway as it is, so cunts are coming in and I'm trying to write the fucking names up. I'm like, who the fuck just came in? But we managed to do it, man. It was good this morning as well.
I enjoyed that.
Aye. You didn't join in again, didn't you know? But
no, so bad, like I'm saying. I can't really train Friday and all, but it's like football and Saturday, I'm always slow. I'm always leggy.
aye. You need to chuck your football, I think.
I can't do that, man.
How?
Enjoy it too much. Just can't train Friday.
Something's got to give, brother. And it's a Friday mornings.
Evidently.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's get into the fucking good stuff, man. So, I'm in two minds here. Do we just go into this? Or do we go... Let's go room 101 then, alright? And then we'll be a wee bit uplifting, and then we'll bring it down to the tough love that we're going to provide
You
today.
start, because I had one and I forgot it now.
I've actually started taking a list of things for room 101 in case I forget. Oh mate, I'm gonna... Erin gave me a belter last night. I'm going to use hers. I'm going to steal hers offer. See, in fact, turn round. Let me see her back. No, it's fine, sit down. She said, see, like, grown guys...
I knew you were going to say that.
Like, grown men, they're the age, well, we had a debate about the age, but grown men that buy football taps and get, like, Kyogo 8 on the back and cut a bit. And I was like, that is a fucking belter. That is amazing, innit? But then I was thinking about McD. And he walks about with it. But that's different, innit?
It is different. See if you're getting a player like that plays with your team.
Aye.
Pervert.
They're obviously... McD obviously wears, like, nostalgic taps.
Fucking... Who do they have on that day?
JJ Kocha.
There you go.
They're obviously all, like, taps, like retro taps, so that's a bit different.
I wouldn't say that's a...
No, but like I think she's more talking about like guys got like a Celtic game cutting about with jeans on, and then like fucking Larson 7 on the back. Just I thought that was a fucking belter, man. And then another one, I know I'm jumping with two. These actually aren't even mine. Neve last night said it was quite a decent one, and I thought it would split opinion. See when like see if there's like a wasp comes near you, like people who pure scream and run away from wasps. That she would put them in room 101.
Aye.
And I said I don't mind the initial. See the initial, oh fuck you, like there's a wasp.
Aye.
But see if you're running about screaming and aye.
You saying that right, Sunday was on the lap pull down when it was heavy sunny, a couple of weeks ago, right? And a wasp came near them, mate, I think it actually was Erin, do you know that? And she was doing lap pull down, she was doing here, the wasp came in and she just let go. It was like a fucking bomb in half. That's an expensive bit of kitty.
Aye, that's dangerous.
Taking that bit back here.
So you better grow the hell up.
Aye, it's not a fucking wasp.
Did I tell last week that about me punching the wasp to death?
No, but you just put that in, so you need to tell me.
It sounds worse than what it actually was, but like I had the pad on, like the boxing pad, because I was doing pads with the lassies.
Barry B. Benson's going to come for you.
Who?
Barry B. Benson, is that what his name?
Who's that? Oh, they're a fucking offended, Barry B. Benson. But I slapped it.
Barry B. Benson? You don't know Barry B. Benson?
No.
Is it the B movie?
So I slapped the bee, right? I was just kind of like, whoa, watch, I'm trying to do pads, like, fuck off. And I've slapped it that hard, mate, that it's felt, I swear to God, mate, I'm not even kidding on. I know you can't actually picture this, but the bee was on the back like that. Just going like that. And I had the pad on, it was merry, like I slapped it to death.
It was just a ground and pound?
Aye, but I was doing on one knee, like I was on one knee and I was just
giving it a hell, man.
Aye, and then I was like, ah, shit.
See,
what if other bees have seen that?
How often do you get stung, but how many wasps do you see?
Have I been stung?
I remember very vividly being stung in the lip.
Aye.
Playing, do you remember Two Manny?
Two Man Hunt?
I got it one man hunt, it was only me.
Right,
so
okay.
One man, right?
One man.
I was counting, but I think I had my hands in my ears so I couldn't hear them about, and I was counting, and then I just felt this pain in my lip, and I done that, and the lip moved it, and that's a wee wasp was there, and I just ran straight aim.
Aye.
He was still playing for a bit.
Was it sore?
It was agony, aye.
Was
I was like 7, but...
Were you like
right
fucked for a while after it?
I was terrified of bees after it, of bees or wasps.
Are you still scared now?
And I was like, what's it? I was like that, I can't remember. No, I don't mind them now. But obviously when they see them flying about, I'm alright with it, but see when they get in about your grill.
Are they dying out, Matt? Because somebody says to me they're dying out, so they're fucking, they've got a bit of a bee in their bonnet, pardon the pun, so they're fucking,
nice.
I didn't even mean that then,
so
you Barry bee in their bonnet. But they're like, so they're obviously, they've got, they're not happy about the fact they're dying out. And then what I don't understand as well, somebody says to me they're annoyed because they're dying out, but I don't know who the fuck's told them that.
How would they know?
Exactly, so I don't exactly think they're talking amongst themselves going, we're dying out, let's fucking take as many do. But anyway, I think they know a wee bit better to stay away from me now if anyone did see what happened last week, because I would do that again. But I've
got one now.
Go.
So when you're driving at night or whatever it is, see when you get big motors that are high up, but they'll lights go right in your eyes.
Yeah.
So it's full beam. There's no need for that.
Yep.
So they should be courteous.
Aye.
No, the driver, the car manufacturer should know.
Aye, so you're not having a go at the
They're
driver.
an arsehole. I think you're an arsehole having your lights on.
Aye, but it's their lights in it.
It's their lights, but it's right in your face, man. Do you know what I mean?
See as well. See if they go like a speed bump, and you're like,
aye,
is that kind of flashing me?
Flash me, but is it like that?
Aye, is he flashing me, and you start getting paranoid. I know.
That's a good one.
That's a belter. See my motor. You obviously put it onto automatic, so see if you're driving at night, like you're driving in certain parts of the motorway, like my lights will change, so they're like
that's what I mean.
full beam, normal beam, but mine's heavy go fucking, it just looks as if I'm flashing everybody. But then I'm like, but then what I do right is I turn it to just normal beam, but then see when I leave the motor, I forget, and fucking, the police showed up to my man, see when I was staying at Leanne's, I had a text from my man in the morning, she's like, I had the fucking police have been at the door, and I was like, oh no, what have I done? She's like, they drove past and seen that your full beams were on.
And then
all night. They've chatted the Leanne's dog, we've not heard it. And I went to my man's door, my man's like, I thought you were fucking dead.
Fuck's sake.
No, I've just left my full beams on.
I
left my beams on, man. Can't think it's any other ones. I've not even gave mine yet because I gave there too. I'd put it's loaded in my list, but it's just because I've been thinking about this week. See that guy Martin Lewis? The money expert. Do you know what the thing is? I know, like, I feel like he's got a lot of good points, but he just needs to...
The way he comes across in it?
He needs a like good fucking scene, I think. He needs a like good ride, man. Like, I feel like he's got a lot of pent up fucking aggression, and he's just so miserable. He's just a tight bastard, isn't he? Like, imagine being his wains and like got to like Pleasure Beach or something like that. You can share that kind of floss. You know what I mean? Like, he just he just always try to make a saving, man. Like, and I get it. A guy gives good advice, but it's just not for me, man. I don't want to listen to guys like that. Not for me. But room 101. I've tried to get. In fact, do you know what I'll do? I'm going to my Instagram because did I ask if people would?
I feel like you did it, man. In the concept, man, but I don't know.
I think Mick Swiggin actually gave us a good one. I'll type on him. He said, was it like Sandy Bebobs or something like that?
Remember them? Why was that every morning one? But there was a summer. Obviously, whenever they came out, but they were they used to go for. Remember the tops with the V? Like a different colour V.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know exactly
what you're talking about. A grey top with like a green V there. It was fucking weird, man.
Do you ever remember Dance Energy? Do you ever go to Dance Energy? No. Is that right? Dance Energy?
Or something like that?
No, Dance Energy. It was like in the garage. So it was like the Unders.
I know what you're talking about.
Did you ever go to that? And you used to have like the fucking Mackenzie tap, and then it would be like Darren Styles, man.
With the glasses, with the lines through them. Aye.
Oh
that's
mate.
Nostalgia, isn't it?
Just no, I would. You got to like a lassie, and well, you would get your party got to a lassie, and you go like that. Do you want a nip him? And then see if they says aye, I would just run away. I'd get too shy. I'd be like, oh no. I think I must have kissed one lassie in there, and I was just like, yeah, no. And then it's at my thing like that. What way are you going? Like, I'll go right, you go left. And I was like, no, this isn't for me, man. I was a bit of a gimp back in the days. Aye, so McSwiggan, he replied, well, first one he said was Android phones, right? And I said, I said, tell me more. But what I meant was tell me more about Android phones. And he sent me a photo of sliders and said I'd put guys in flip-flops in. And I thought, I'm not even going to explain to him what I meant there. But see, when he sent me that, I was like, forget that, what about the cunt 3/4 lengths?
I don't like them.
You'd put 3/4 lengths in there?
They ones especially, aye.
I
don't see when you see a pair of jean shorts, that baggy, I like them. But no, they don't like them.
Don't really see, I don't really see 3/4 lengths these days, do you?
Not particularly, no, but you do see a denim short.
Aye, no, I don't.
Do you call them jorts?
Have I got denim shorts?
Is that what you call them, jorts?
Jorts?
Jean shorts?
No, I don't think you call them that, but call them that if you want. But actually, when I go on the holiday, that like the new things like cargo shorts, like I'd wear them, but see like jean shorts, man, I've got fucking big thighs, man. So they end up tight. And then if I get the ones that suit my legs, they're far too big for my waist.
Just get a belt one, it's good.
I know, but then it's like fucking. I'm like now they be bags. You put like your marbles in. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's how I look, because it's pure wide and then I'm just pure pult in there. See, whenever I go to get like a suit fitted and all, it's a fucking nightmare. I need to get like a 36 waist and get it brought into a 32. So I need to go a 36 waist so it'll fit my legs, and then get it brought into a 32 because my waist is a 32. I just get big fucking thighs, mate. But aye, crossing said fruit flies and all. Bees, wasps.
They are annoying, aye.
All that shit.
Insects?
I was going to say animals, that's a bit far, but insects, aye. Wee fucking annoying things. It's the wee ones, innit? It's like the wee annoying fuckers. I was going to say it's the wee annoying fuckers you can't get, but I can get them.
We get a fly in here and I'm convinced it's the same fly. He comes in that fucking door. We need to open all the windows in the house and he somehow just gravitates from the telly. He just floats about there, just where you're looking, wherever you want to look, he just sits there.
It's annoying, that, isn't it?
Really annoying, because I think he's going to go away eventually.
See, if I was a fly or a wasp or that though, I would definitely do that. I would just try and piss people off.
Why, but? You're going to just die.
You'd be raising that you were a fly.
I know, but still.
Do you think they're like compass mentis enough to know I'm a fucking fly?
What would you come back as if you could come back as it? You die, right? God says here, right, there's a list.
What, is it like a living thing?
Aye, you can come back as like an animal.
Can I come back as a human again? No.
No, you've lived that life.
I've lived that life. I don't know, man. I feel like being an animal would be boring. Maybe a dog. I know it's a pure boring answer, but do you know why I say that? Because we went a cycle, me and Big Mick and all that, and we were driving through it and there was like cows there, and I was just like, what a fucking boring life they've got. How
boring are farm animals?
How boring is it?
What do they do all day other than just sit about?
They must be clinically depressed.
Honestly, I don't think they've got a fucking single thought in their brain. See me cows, they just sit there waggling their big stupid tails, man.
Aye, what a boring life, mate.
Isn't it heavy boring? They just sit about, and I wonder if they're pals.
But do you think they have thoughts?
They can't have, because I've never seen any different to any other one I've seen. They all look the same, they all do the same thing, they just...
But so they must go, oh, I'm hungry, so they go up and start eating.
No, then they just go, oh, I'm hungry, oh, there's grass.
Aye, but that's what I mean though, so do you never go, fucking bored, man?
No, because they don't know anything else other than being bored.
Not even being able to watch the telly like, no, man.
Trying to get lost and all, right? See when you can't...
How can you get lost?
Think about the size of the fields.
But where are they meant to be?
But then we meant to be doing our wee pens with our pals. And they're up a fucking... we done Ben Nevis, remember? The wee mountain goats.
Aye.
Definitely one of them be there.
I don't know what I'd come back as, man. What would you come back as?
I don't know either. Fucking an eagle or something.
What's that?
An eagle.
An eagle? I think it's an amigo.
Oh, an eagle.
An eagle?
Something like
fly. Aye, something where you could fly. Aye,
how cool would that be? You've seen the world for like 3,000 feet.
How far do you think, like... So I would love to know, let's see, like, the average pigeon. I wonder how much like blades of grass that covers in a year. Like how much distance that covers in a year. I would love to know that. Like see the ones you see. Do you remember when you were younger? That's that nostalgia thing. You used to go in the front entrance of the forge and there was just fucking hundreds of pigeons.
At the RBS bit.
Aye. And I'm like, I wonder how far they've been. Like I wonder where they. Like, I wonder if they've been to Spain or that.
See when we were in Australia, the pigeons looked completely different.
Did they?
They were like
healthy.
See like when you invert a photo.
Aye.
That was what they were like. They were all white. Right, but then when you went to Indonesia, you couldn't tell the difference between them and the ones at somewhere else. Honestly, there was no difference.
But then what I'm wondering there is, do you think the ones in Indonesia have ever been to somewhere else? Is that too far, do you think? Do you think like so you bring it to the gym, right? Your energy input and output. Do you think they must, like, if they've got I've got a big fly on the night, like I'm going to get some serious like calories in here. I'm going to need to outside the Blue Lagoon and just fucking...
You ever seen a bird do a pish? You always get bird shite. How do you know it's a bird pish? Maybe they do it at the same time, but because that's how it's watery.
Aye.
Maybe it's the same thing. Anyway, on the birds, I seen a fact the other day on TikTok. There's this species of bird that can never land. It can,
what?
But it obviously can land, right? But see when it lands, see try to take off, it can't take off still. Even when it sleeps in that, it sleeps in the...
So what, so it needs to have like a rally?
It's heavy shite running, there's heavy shite like taking off.
Right.
So they'll spend like all their life in the sky.
What species is it?
A wee teeny wee bird. I don't know what it's called. I'm trying to find it, I'll send it.
So they can never... Oh mate, they must be shattered.
They land eventually, they land to like give buff and that. But they sleep in the sky, they just float about.
Mate, they must be fucking shattered.
That's amazing, but isn't it?
I think about how tired I get like on a Thursday night, like Friday morning. Imagine you were just flying all week.
Aye, but they wouldn't feel it. I think it was actually the bird's based after one of them B2 bombers. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's the same kind of design as that, I'm sure. But
imagine never that. See if you've had a pure busy week, man. You're like, I'm just going to lie and chill tonight. They never ever have that.
They wouldn't have a busy week, but they just float about.
But mate, you're telling me. So when did they sleep? Did they sleep flying?
In the sky, aye.
Mate, that's dangerous. Mate, that's so dangerous. What if they fly into things? You can't fly and sleep at the same time, mate.
Never.
That's no good for you. That can't be good for you.
Swifts don't never land entirely. They only touch down for nesting, and young swifts can spend the first 2 or 3 years in constant flight without ever landing.
When did they eat?
Sea. In the sky.
But how though?
So swifts have evolved to live predominantly aerial life, catching insects, sipping water from the surface, and bathing by flying through the rain. Do you want to see them?
No.
Okay, what?
Well, you're showing me fucking 20 photos and every single photo they've landed. There's only one photo of them flying.
That's not even landing, that's just sitting on my guy's horn.
They're really ugly.
What?
Nah. Anyway. Do you get in here? Scotland? No, they're in the sky, aren't they? Right, let's go into some fucking hard truths.
I love it.
Accountability.
Yep.
So you start, man. How do I start this?
How did you want to start this?
We were got to Costco the other day, weren't we? And we just...
Wednesday morning we got to Costco.
And we were just
fucking... We had a vent, didn't we?
Aye, we were back and forth into each other and we were like, we'll just save it for the podcast. We were still talking about it, obviously. We've both done a couple of videos into the group chat. I done one today. I'll talk about it on here.
Go with that one, start with that first.
And then we can work for there.
I like that you were using good analogies today.
Aye, but a few people says to me they like the analogy I used. So really we've had a few people recently who are saying to us like, there's different people here, right? There's people who say, I'm struggling for motivation, but they're still showing up and getting it done, right? I don't mind that. And there's other people like, why have you not been to the gym? Oh, I've not been motivated. See that for me is just
that's a room 101.
That's just a no-go. See even the people who are saying, oh, I've not been motivated but we've still been coming to the gym, just stop saying that. Stop saying you've not been motivated.
Yeah.
Genuinely, see, it's like that fucking thing, what do you call that, manifesting. it's like when you say something, when you say it enough, and it's like negative stuff, you're saying it, and you end up bringing on, I've not been motivated, and you're falling into this trap. I'm telling you right now, like, I'm very rarely motivated. I've just got to a place now where like you're in that much of a routine of doing it, where you just, whether you feel amazing or whether you feel shite, you go and do it. And I actually probably feel at my best when I'm about 45 minutes into a workout, and it's the last 10-15 minutes, and you're like, right now I'm fucking motivated, I'm buzzing about. First 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever, you're like, I cannot be fucked. But see, just that thing, just eliminate that completely. So I was using the analogy, if you get up in the morning, right, see if you've got kids and you get up in the morning and your kids are going to school and it's a fucking fight to get them up, and they're like that, they don't want to go, they're not motivated, if you want to say it like that. You don't just go like that, oh well that's fine then, just take the day off school, you're cool, you're not motivated, so you don't need to go to school. They need to fucking learn that they're going to school Monday to Friday.
Regardless,
See when they leave school and they get a job, you need to show up for your work.
Yeah.
Your work doesn't care if you've had a shite sleep. You can't phone in and go, I'm not coming in today, I've had a bit of shit sleep. We can't put in a group chat, oh we're not coming in today the 6 AM class because we've had a shit sleep. Or we've no slept, or we're not motivated. Like, you can't live your life like that. And see, it then comes into this sort of victim mentality, like where it's like, there's always something to blame. You're always going to be tired.
You always get it.
See the first 5 minutes you wake up in the morning, I don't care who you are, it's fucking horrendous.
It doesn't matter how long you sleep. You can sleep for 2 hours, 20 minutes, 10 hours. As soon as you wake up, you're always fucked and knackered.
Aye.
Regardless, you get up anyway.
100%. And I think because we've been doing this for years, obviously, and you're probably the same as me, like getting up at 5 AM, and it's definitely easier now than when it was when I first started it. Like,
it's just a routine now, it's just the norm.
I can hand on heart say that. So for me, it probably comes with a bit of experience in terms of like, I've been doing it for that long, so I'm just like, do you know what, it needs to. The other night, I think I was still awake at 2 in the morning, mate, and I was in at 6 AM, and I was just like, fuck me, man, I cannot be fucked. But I got up, I done it. I went home, had a nap later on, but you need to make it work. Like, it's like that. It's making back to that thing with the kids. Like, whatever you've got on that day, you can't just sack it off because you're tired. And it's the same. The big point I was trying to make is it's the same for the gym. So people don't have self-respect. Like, people don't respect themselves enough. So it's like, say you were like that to me, I was like that to you, right? I'll come and see you at 7 o'clock and you're going through a bit of a hard time or whatever. I'll be there at 7 o'clock. Like, because I don't want to let you down, and I know you need me and you're having a bit of a shit time, whatever. So see if I make that promise to myself, I'm going to go to the gym at 6 AM or I'm going to go to the gym at 5:30 when I finish work or whatever, and then I don't keep that promise. Exactly. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to I wouldn't tell my Waynes, don't go to school because you're not motivated. So why do people tell themselves they're going to do something and then don't do it? People need to start treating themselves as if they were their own kid or if they were their best pal, because see the more you see if you treat yourself like that, you're going to have you need to have a good relationship with yourself. You spend 24 hours a day with yourself. Yeah. So see if you get a bad relationship with yourself, you're in for a fucking tough life.
I know, I like that.
Do you know what I mean?
I like that one. I seen a TikTok yesterday saying treat yourself how you would treat your best pal.
Aye.
And how often you do that, you don't really, do you?
No.
Yeah. It's a good one. Like, the way I see it is, you need to make hard decisions to live a good life, right?
Yeah.
And that, but what I mean by a hard decision is a tough decision. 5 AM in the morning. Nobody wants to go up at 5 in the morning. But you doing that sets you up properly. Yeah. If you're up 5 o'clock Monday, Tuesday, you've won the week. Bang, you're 2 sessions done. Do you know what I mean? Like you're saying, like, I seen there's a thing that says like hard times create tough people, right? Tough times create whatever it is, you know what I mean?
I've seen it.
Most of the people we're talking about are just too easy on themselves. Be hard on yourself, man.
What was that
again?
It's
not an easy life you live.
What was that? It's like it's like guys in it, it's like tough men create. I can't remember, but I know exactly what you're talking about. And it is just that thing. See as well, mate, like
that's it. So hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. So if you're being weak by no coming in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it is, I'm sleeping in, you're just making your life harder. You're just playing catch up.
100%. And that's exactly it as well. It's see we as coaches as well, like I genuinely, right, and I always say this in the chat because I was talking to Steph, right, and I get a bit worried that people maybe think I'm having a go at them or whatever, because there genuinely is like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 cases of people mentioning the word motivation to me, and it gets to the point where I'm just like, I don't want to hear that word. Like, and it might sound brutal, but I'm just like, it's a lot of shite. Motivation is the biggest load of pish ever. See if anybody's waiting to be motivated to do something, forget it. Honestly, forget it, because you're not going to be motivated for more than a day.
Nah.
It's honestly like in a day, and I was saying that to Steph, and I was like, I don't want people to think I'm having a go at it, and she was like, look, see if somebody takes something personally, it's likely because they are doing that. They're the person doing that. So I think anybody who gets like offended or takes something personally in a situation like that, you need to then look at yourself, because there's a reason why you're maybe taking it personally, or you're going, fuck, they talk about me or blah blah. Like, just accept the fact that like I've tried to say that as well. It's like, see if you have been doing that, forget about it. Like, you've been doing it. Listen to what we're saying. Try and take on board what we're saying. Because a lot of people, you talk about it as well. It's like sometimes it's if you need to hold people's horn. You can't hold people's horn. You can't do it because you're not going to be there forever. And see, the thing is as well, it goes back to growing up, like parenting and all that, right? See if like there's a parents who are pure holding their kids horn and they're like fucking model coddle them, if that's the right word to say, all the way through life. They're going to grow into adults and they're just not going to have a fucking clue what to do.
Agree.
So you obviously need to have that balance. You need to parent, we need to coach, you need to look after people, but you also need to give them the tools and let them go and do it.
We'll see you, if you can make it to the gym, we'll be there for you. But we're not going to come to your house.
No.
Chat to don't say, right, morning, sit there, let's go to the gym. We need a bit of output for you and all, do you know what I mean?
100%, mate, and it's that. See as well, see if you feel tired, stop saying you're tired.
Dead tired. Take me a solid.
See if you don't feel motivated, stop fucking saying it, because see the more you say it, the more it's going to ring true.
Merits into it,
Mate, honestly, and again, I go back to it when I was bad for doing it and I would go, I'm shattered and this, that. And see, now I catch myself and go, who gives a fuck?
Shut up.
There's millions of people tired now. There's hundreds and thousands of people in a far worse position than you, so grow the fuck up and go get done what you said you're going to get done. And by the way, like, consistency as well, like, we're not expecting people to fucking, what we're saying, like, every single day for the rest of your life, you're never going to miss a day.
Nobody will do that.
Nobody expects that.
On that, right, what I would say is, try not to miss a Monday, right? If you do miss a Monday, never miss 2 sessions. You'll feel fucking terrible. I miss sessions, I've missed 2 sessions this week, but it wasn't back to back. So you make back to back, it starts to snowball. What's the end of the day? Even if it's a shite session, just get in and do it anyway. Because you'll see people in the gym, it'll give you a wee bit of a buzz, you know what I mean?
It's the biggest thing for me is it's the accountability factor as well, and I mentioned it before as well, that sort of victim mentality, like you said there, you've obviously missed sessions for injury or whatever, but you're no pointing the finger or saying, oh, poor me, or feeling sorry for yourself or whatever, and that as well, like, people do it and they don't even realise they're doing it, and it's like a victim mentality. It's almost as if they're so hard done by. Mate, I'm gonna talk about Big Mick, right, because I was thinking about this, right? He's got such a fucking hectic schedule.
2 weans, right? 2 weans under what, 6?
So he's got a newborn, and then I think we might
was in primary, early primary.
5, 6 maybe. I'm terrible at judging Wayne's ages.
Romy's what, 3 or 4 months?
Something like that. But like, his schedule's hectic, mate, and he just never ever makes any excuses. He done that fat loss challenge and lost 17 kilo. Won the challenge.
That's kind of getting back to probably the way he was brought up. Regardless of how you're feeling, just do it anyway. I mean, he's a tough guy. But he makes easy times, doesn't he?
See the flip side of that as well though. Like, so he'll be the first person to say that. So off the back of the challenge, I don't know exactly, but he might put a cut a kilo on or whatever. But he never ever. It's never like he's pointing the finger at anybody or blaming anything or anything. He's never ever saying, oh, I've got 2 weans or I've got a busy schedule. He works night shift. He fucking does homers as well. He's a mechanic. Fucking hope the taxman's not watching. But he's just it's pro bono. But he's you know what Mick is? He's the type of guy that would just give people his last. He's just such a kind person. So he's really constantly helping people. And I just think to myself, he pure lives off hardly any sleep, and he says he's been doing it for years, blah blah. But I'm just like, there's somebody who's got every excuse in the world. He's got every excuse in the world at his disposal, and I've never ever heard him say any. Don't get me wrong, Mick will miss a session from time to time, but he'll come up later on that day, or he'll make sure he's there the next day.
On that and all, but I think you probably need to give Rhiannon a bit of credit and order. She'll be, when he comes on for night shift, she'll be takes the weight to the class.
Both of them, Rhiannon's the same as Mick.
Like, she doesn't miss sessions either. The way he's been shite, can I take him to the gym anymore?
100%. And there's loads of examples. It was just because I was thinking Mick in my head the other day, like we went for a lunch, and I was just thinking, like, he's got such a hectic schedule. We were sitting having lunch and I was like, fuck, he was night shift, and then he was going up to look at his dad's motor, his dad on, and then he had to get away and blah blah, and he just back for the gym, and I was just like, fuck. And I get, everybody's got busy lives. Everybody has got busy lives. And see, another thing enough, see if it's unrealistic for you to go to the gym 6 times a week,
don't do it.
Change your plan, go 3 times a week. I think that's a big thing as well. People people create these unrealistic expectations and goals, and then
Massively.
when they can't live up to it, they then put themselves down as a failure, and then rather than doing 3 sessions a week, they're doing none.
Aye.
Because they're in that bad
Barbara
place.
Scott, he's bad for that. I'm going out with him.
Out of him,
Every couple of months, he'll give me a screenshot of his workout, right? He's like, I'm going to try this, man. I've been struggling to get into it, and it's like 14 sessions a week.
Aye.
I'm like, mate, 14 sessions a week, gone cannibal. But
Cannibal?
Carnivore.
Carnivore?
Carnivore.
Well, it's
Like,
the same, isn't it?
You've been to the gym 5 times a month, and you're going to try and come 14 times
Me,
a week.
Cannibal Scott.
Cannibal Scott.
Oh.
But on that, make it easy. Make your
Nah, you're right.
If you're struggling to get into the gym, don't fucking put major pressure on yourself.
Definitely.
Start with 2 full bodies.
100%.
Then go with 3 upper, lower, push, pull legs, whatever it is. Don't just go and fucking boys to the wall. There's 14 sessions. What do you think? Do you think I should swap it bicep curl for? No, mate. Give yourself 3 full bodies to begin with. Go on.
And as well, like we've got the programs there on the app.
Aye.
Like how many people go, can you give me an exercise to do this? And I'm like, it's on your app.
Aye.
Like people, that's another thing as well. Oh, and I'm going back to the calories thing, right?
We'll stay on this for
the amount of people who won't have came to the gym in 2 or 3 months, they've maybe never came out, and they'll go, can you tell me my calories on? I'm like, you got your calories 3 months ago, and you done them for 2 days.
Aye.
So it's almost as if that people put it onto you. It's like, well, can you do this? And by the way, I don't mind see people like who genuinely want help, and they're like, look, can you give me a wee horn and we look at this and blah blah blah. That's fine. But see if we've give you calories and you've done them for a day, and it's been 3 months down the line, and you're in the same position you were in 3 months ago. Guess what? Your calories are probably going to be the same.
Shock.
But fuck me, going to do it for more than 2 days before you come to us and tell us it's not working. And another thing as well, weekends count. See the amount of people who will be bang on it Monday to Friday, and then
Friday night takeaway, Saturday night booze,
and again,
kebab, everything.
Fuck, I enjoy a takeaway at the weekend. I
have one every weekend, every single weekend.
So I've not got an issue with that, but don't then come to me or you on the Wednesday the following week or Tuesday, whatever, and go, I don't think my calories are working. No, you're having a takeaway at the weekend, and it's probably about 3,000 calories.
And then having a weigh in on Monday.
Aye.
You're not going to like
so,
that scale.
So before you question, like I said, we always give people the tools, right? And I'll tell you this right now, 90% of the time, the tools we give people will work. If they in fact, I'd go as far as saying 99% of the time, if people do what we tell them today, when we give them it and they follow it strictly, they will work.
It's really, I said that you don't know, weight loss is a simple process. Aye. It's complicated by idiots.
100%.
Not saying the clients are idiots, but people that watch online, I need to do this, I need to do that. All it is in and out. It's a simple equation. Yeah. You need to spend more than you're consuming.
And another thing on that is like, so you've got smaller deficits and bigger deficits, whatever, right? So a smaller deficit's going to take longer, but guess what? It's going to be more sustainable.
Aye.
A bigger deficit's going to happen quicker, but guess what? It's going to be really hard to sustain.
Yeah.
So people want that quick fix. So the amount of people that come to me and go, I'm going to have 1,400 calories, and I'm like, why? You're going to last 2 days, and then you're going to have 6 curries.
Exactly.
You're going to have 6 curries to follow. So why not just give yourself more? See when you'll be the same obviously with coaches, but like you always try and start your calories as high as possible.
Always.
See if that means you're losing half a kilo, or you're staying the same 1 week. It's fine to stay the same. See if you're in a fat loss phase. Aye. It's fine to have a week where you stay the same. Relax, chill out. Did you track everything that week? Because I could fucking probably bet you haven't.
Yep.
That's a big thing as well.
His dinner.
Aye.
Pack a skip, so you just done that.
And you're chipping away at it. And again, I don't want it to seem as if I've got an issue with that, because I genuinely don't. See if you're doing that, I'm not saying it's fine, but you can't then come and moan. Aye. Because I went about 3 or 4 weeks there where I wasn't tracking, and guess what? I put a couple of kilo on.
Shock.
But I knew myself. I knew myself. I'm not tracking. Like, so people do this thing and go, I'm not eating a lot. You are though, because you've put weight on.
I know.
So stop saying you're not doing that. Or people go, I don't eat all through the day, then I eat at night, so I can't be having that much. Mate, I could eat once a day and go on my calories. 100%. If you were eating the right thing. Domino's pizza, 3,500 calories.
Costco pizza, fucking
5,000 calories on a pizza, right? So see people telling you, I've no eat all day, I just had this. You're lying yourself.
Even though eating all day, but I went and got a caramel macchiato for my breakfast before work. You're talking about it's 400 calories. Aye. And then all at lunch, you're 1,000 calories in coffee.
There's another thing I know. Guess what? See butter, see sauce, see liquids, coffees.
Do they have calories
in them? They have calories in them.
Shock.
The majority of juices have calories in them. So I do it as well, mate. The reason I'm saying all this stuff is because I'll track, right? And I'll sometimes, like, you'll track to a certain point or whatever, and then you have a couple of wee cheeky things and you don't track it, right? But then see when I start on the scales in a couple of days time or whatever, and it's not what I want to see or what I expected to see, I go, well,
what do you expect?
So it's not having an issue with people doing these things, because people are human beings, but you need to have that like ability to say, do you know what, it's no the calories that Greg and Jack have gave me, it's no the workouts that they've gave me, it's me. I've not been following it. I've not been strictly following it.
Even if they do, right, so say they follow the calories and that, and they don't see a loss, then you say, how's your steps been? Oh, they've not been great, I've been working all week. I'm like, well,
guess what?
Exactly the same again.
Aye.
Your spinach is not high enough.
Yeah, it's like, right, so see, I was talking on that, right, so that challenge I'm doing now, you have to follow it as well, right? Checklist, train, I put abs in there as well, because I'm trying to hammer that, right, try to get a better physique and get the abs more on show, right, so train, abs, read my 10 pages, water 3 litres, track my food, 5 things, right?
Simple, innit?
5 things, really, really simple, and I'm ticking them off every day.
Bet you're doing right now.
Amazing, mate.
5 days in.
And I can guarantee you though, if everybody, I'm not saying people need to do that for the rest of their life, but if you can get right down free, mate, even take the book out, take the fucking the abs out, don't overcomplicate it, because some people have sent me a list and then there's loads to it, and I know it works for some people, because I know you like a kind of extensive list and you kind of tick off as you go. See, for me, if I put too many things down, I'll end up getting overwhelmed and I'll be like, no. So make it as achievable as possible. See, the biggest things there for fat loss is track food. You could literally only have that on your list, and it would be successful.
My tick list, I've got make bed and a half an hour walk. That's the two that I like.
Aye, and I don't mind that now. I've got vitamins in there. It takes 2 seconds to take your vitamins.
But as soon as you've made your vitamins, you've had a drink of water, you've weighed yourself, you're free out of your 10 checklists done. Do you know what I mean?
You've ticked it off. It's like that momentum.
This is my day again.
Yeah. Half time swap side. So where were we there?
We were fucking knee deep into grilling cunts.
Yeah.
Just end it on a simple note, right? Be consistent with yourself.
Yeah.
Be truthful with it. Are you getting it all? Are you hitting your steps every day? Are you tracking your food? If you are, guess what? You see a lose. See
the thing you said there about make it like as simple as possible.
Aye.
And I said this in a video the other day. Just focus on the day.
Like that a lot.
Just focus on the day.
The past has been in there.
How many people go like, I've got a holiday in 5 weeks, 10 weeks, and you see them getting all agitated, and it's like, well, I'm going to cut my calories, and I'm like, just see what we've told you today, day to day.
Aye.
And see you wake up tomorrow.
Do it again.
But
stack it wins one.
There's too many people, and I said that in the video, there's too many people worrying about what's already happened.
Aye.
Which, see for me, if you're worrying about anything that's happened, been and gone, stop it.
What are you doing that for?
Because there's absolutely fuck all you can do.
Unless you've got a time machine.
Well,
we don't have them now.
With a bow and arrow.
Aye.
But I just try and not worry about stuff that's already been and gone. And by the way, that comes from a guy who worried. I used to worry all the time, and I just got to a point where I was like, fuck this.
You look back, even in business, you look back, right? I was doing, I found myself doing a couple of weeks ago when it was getting a bit dry. I'm like, fuck man, we were having 38 a Tuesday night High Rocks. What's going on now? What's different now? There was a High Rocks in Glasgow.
Aye.
6 weeks after that, do you know what I mean? Kids are training hard, kids are nailing it. But there's no point going back.
Well, it's like learn, so see if you're constructive and you're going, right, I've done that and it didn't work, right, so now I'm going to do this, that's fine. Like you've took an experience, you've been constructive, you moved on. But see if you're sitting there dwelling and going, fuck that, man. Like, what is the point? There is no point. It's like you said, there's always going to be, you could sit here and now, and there's always going to be a time in your life where you've been worse off than you are now, and there's always going to be a time where you've been better off.
I agree.
But you need to show up every day and pay the rent. That's what we always say. And you need to just focus on a daily basis. Like, that's when I've got better at stop worrying about what's already been and gone. But what I still probably need to get a wee bit better at is maybe worrying about what's round the corner. But that'll come. So you do need to just, and that's what, see that wee checklist, mate, honestly. It's massive for me, because it's like 75 hard, I was like, I'm not doing that again, that's a lot, man. But see, just doing a wee money one, just having a checklist and just being like, and people, see when I'm saying that to people, like, try that, get 4 or 5 things and write it down. And by the way, see if you've got a wedding on next weekend, take a couple of days off and then get back to it. Like, so we're not saying that people need to be fucking...
But don't weigh yourself after the wedding and say, fuck man, my calories on the up again.
Don't
fucking sell 20 beers.
Don't have 20 Guinnesses, half the buffet and then weigh yourself in. I've done that to myself, but then I was like, well, what do you expect? But I feel like we've delivered the hard truths.
Take for that, please.
Take for that what you will, man.
Yeah, you kick up the arse of them, didn't you? And if you took that to heart, it means it's probably fucking you that's telling me it.
Get a fucking grip, man.
Get a grip, man. Figure out your ass.
Grow the hell up. Right. I'm a wee bit nervous here.
How?
But tell me an embarrassing story about
Right.
yourself.
So we were talking about last week, obviously cheating yourself, right? Greg's quite fond of cheating himself, he's done it quite a few times, but I was going to say mine last week, but his was too funny not to say, so did you tell him about 75 hard?
No, we'll leave that. Are you telling my story?
No, I'm going to tell my story.
Right, you tell
anyway, I was thinking about it, we were talking about it in the gym, right? When the last says, I think it was it Chelsea? Somebody done a half marathon anyway, Lindsay it was, right? Or after High Rocks, Lindsay. She shot herself after the High Rocks, but it was one of the first High Rocks, right? I've heavy edited her, sorry man, that's a fucking cancellation. She didn't shit herself, but after the High Rocks she was that fucked, and it was early on in the High Rocks, so it wasn't busy like that, and the toilets weren't there in the arena, so she had to go outside and she was heavy running for them. But I was asking questions Monday morning or something, or Tuesday morning it was, and I was just asking her when the last time they shot herself was. But Chelsea obviously runner's belly, like she needs a shite when she's running. But then it got me thinking, I can't remember the last time I shot myself. The most vivid time I remember, right, I was like 4 or 5, my dad's pals were all watching Champions League football, and I was up and down all the time, right, up and down the stair, thinking I'm one of the boys, my dad's pals and all, I'm sitting with him.
You were 5?
I was like 5, aye. But I had my master, alright, next time you go up the stair, you're staying up the stair, and my dad said that, busting for a shite, right? This is amazing, this story. So I went outside at a heavy busting for a shite, I've got the big long jammies on with the loose bits, and I went to the bottom of my stairs, right, done a shite, in my shorts, in my trousers, and just shook out my leg, right? And I remember feeling it running down my leg all the way down at me, and I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, do you know what I'll do? I'll blame the dog. So I'm like, I've run up, so I'm like, Mum, Kim was done a poo down the stair. Kim was like 8, my dog's right, but she's like, old as fuck, she's not going to shit herself, she knows the score. She's going down the stair, seen a fully human shite sitting there. And she's like, right, Jack, go to your bed, I'll deal with it. I'm like, fuck man, she definitely knows.
She knows I've shit.
I've done a shite in my hole thinking she's going to think it's the dog and I'm going to be alright to just go back in and sit with my dad's pals.
Oh,
that's the last vivid memory I have of me shitting myself.
Mate, I can't believe you remember stuff from when you were 5.
I was 5 or 6.
You would remember that though?
Aye. I thought, I said, this is genius man, I'm like shaking in my leg to get out of my leg.
Shaking yourself when you're 5 or 6 is probably a bit better than shaking yourself at the grand age of 26-year-olds.
Aye. But I've not hit 26 yet, so am I 26?
No, you're 26 next week. Right, I feel like I'm going to have to tell the 75 hard story now then.
Right, I did that one first.
Aye.
But then again, like, that was an easy excuse. You were not well that day. Easy excuse to no do it, but you're a big enough guy to say, no, I've got a checklist.
Do you know?
I'm doing it.
Do you know what my biggest mistake was that day? Wearing grey joggies.
So, that context, Craig was in 75 hard, so many days in, whatever you were.
I was halfway, I was like 40 days in, a wee bit more than halfway.
Right.
And I was like...
He was fucking ill, he took a couple of days off working on.
And I was like, no way am I still this challenge, like, because I was flying. And I was like, right, so 75 hard, you need to do 2 workouts. So I was like, right, I'm just going to have to do 2 45-minute walks because there's no way I can fucking lift a weight or go on a fucking bike or run fast or anything. So, you know what the worst thing about this story is my first walk was a warming.
Aye.
So I went my first walk, and I'm not even fucking kidding on, 22 and a half minutes. So what I was doing is I was walking down the road, 22 and a half minutes, and I was turning back. I wasn't doing a fucking second longer than I had to on the days. 22 and a half minutes down the road, turn round, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm in trouble.
Aye. I'm a Duke Street $1,000,000.
Aye, I'm in serious trouble. So I'm doing that wee thing where you kind of waddle, and I farted, but I've sharted. So that was my warning shot. Right? That was walk 1. Grey joggies on, right? This is how fucking stupid I am. Grey joggies on, so I went back anyway. So there's it was probably salvageable, right? But grey joggies in the bin. I hadn't actually shat myself. It was just a shart.
Aye. What's your day here?
It was a warning, but it was a serious warning. So I got walk 2. Again, I put the only other pair of grey joggies I've got
Commando this time, but I remember it was Commando.
Aye, so I don't know why I was fucked, man. I just wasn't thinking straight. And I was like, right, fuck it, I need to go and get this walk
I remember the footage so vividly, man was by boxers and the other one was
So I've went 22 and a half minutes the other way this time. And I swear to God, mate, I'm not even kidding on. I looked at my watch and it was 22 and a half minutes in, and I was like, I couldn't be further away from my house now. This is as far away from my house as I'm going to get. And at this time, it's not been a fart, it's been a full blown shite. I've shat myself big time, man, and I've actually walked all the way home, 22 and a half minutes, mate, 22 minutes and 30 seconds with my arse caked in shite.
Aye.
And I've went in, and the first thing I've done is when you shit yourselves, I've sent you a photo.
Aye, obviously, as you do.
I've went, boys,
Done
I'm
it again.
in big trouble.
Shit.
Chris was loving it, wasn't he? Chris was fucking loving it. But aye, and see what you're talking about like Chelsea and the running thing. I remember this, I think it was like the second ever half marathon I done, and it was fucking scorching, mate, like it was so sunny, and I was sweating, right, and maybe about 10-15k in, I farted, but it's that way you're like
I remember you saying this.
I don't know if I've shat myself.
I get brown running down my
And
legs.
see, because there was sweat running down my leg, I ran the last 6k thinking I might have shat myself.
I'm glad
and I just kept looking down and I was like, I can't see shit. But I hadn't, but it was fucking scary, man.
At that point,
and as soon as I was done, I was both right in the house, right in the toilet.
Amazing.
But I feel like these stories need to move away from
shiting
ourselves.
No, we're heavy exposing each other. Let me get a drink first. Before you do the next one.
Pausing that again?
No, I'll wait a minute.
This is just awkward now. It's just me and the people. Me and the people. Right. The Big Daddy.
I've probably heard the story yet, so
I know
you've been edging me on for it.
Aye, I've been. So I don't even know where you begin with this story. So I feel like we should have had like something leading into it.
Just go for it.
But there's nothing to lead into
this. This is heavy exposing as man.
So when I was at school, right, late school, just specify that.
Late school.
I had a girlfriend at the time, right, and I was being sensible. And I thought, I'm going to get myself checked out. I want to be a sensible person here. Serious relationship. I want to be sensible. So I'd only slept with two people at this time, right. 2 lasses. And I'm trying to expose myself as a young boy, right? But it happens, right? So I had a pal at school, right, who was what you would call a mad shagger. Right. So he got about, right? He got about. So I was like, right, I want to go get checked out. Who will I ask to come with me? Oh, I know. I'll ask Mad Shagger if he wants to come with me, right? That's what I'm going to refer to him as. I'm not going to say who he is. So anyway, he's like, I no bother. So we get into Sandyford and do everything you need to do, get yourself checked. Fucking grim, man, get in. We do everything you need to do and all that. They're explaining everything and they're saying to us, right, so what will happen next is you'll get contacted by phone within the next 10 days.
Right.
So I'm thinking to myself, right, I'm like, right, I'm going to be fine here. If anything, I'm worried for him, like, he's in trouble here. It seemed like, genuinely, like, I don't know off the top of my head, but he got a bit. He had a pure reputation. Like one of the boys, like fucking, and he always hung about people older and whatever. Just a mad shagger, right? So like 6 or 7 days have passed, and he's texting me like, "Oh, just get a phone call. Then my results are fine, all clear." I'm like that, right? I'm like that, right? Okay. I'm like that. Surely, fuck man. I'm like that. Surely they're gonna phone or text me. Like, I must be the moral or something. 8 days goes by, nothing. 9 days goes by, nothing. 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13 days I think it was, and I was like, what the fuck's happening here? I was shitting myself, mate. I was like, what's going on? You think you're full world? I'm like, what's going on? Mate, and I'll always remember it vividly. I cycled, right, I had a bike. I cycled down to the gym down at Tollcross, see the Glasgow club. Parked my bike up, went in to get changed, and I had and my phone started going for a number, right? And I was like, fuck man. So I've answered it. And the guy started talking to me and he's like, Greg Patterson, blah blah, it's so-and-so for Sandyford. And I'm like, fuck, here we go, man. He's like, if you've got a wee spare 5 minutes, he's like, whereabouts are you now? And I'm like, I'm at the gym, blah blah. So he's like, just take yourself somewhere where you're going to be yourself. He's like, I've just got a bit of news for you. No. And I'm like, mate, I swear to God, I seen a boy I know in the gym, like, just like, this must have been after the phone call, and he was like, you alright, mate? I was greeting. I had actual tears in my eyes, mate. I was actually greeting. So I went outside, spoke to the guy on the phone, right, and he's like, were you greeting on the phone to him? No, I think I started greeting towards the end of the phone call and I just hung up. But he's like, I'm just speaking to you about your results that have come back. He's like, you're negative for this, and negative for this, negative for this, but we have had, it's come back that you're positive for syphilis, right? Now, I've never heard of syphilis in my life. Do you know what syphilis is? Yeah, it's just that, I just think it is like an STD, you know, right?
I've heard it is just being an STD.
But like, I didn't have a fucking clue, mate, like, genuinely, right? And he's asking me, he's like, I just need to ask you a couple of questions. He's like, have you ever fell asleep at like a house party or that? And I'm like, no. And then I was like, have I? I was like, no. And I'm like, why is he asking all these questions? And he was asking these questions, mate, and I've just pure panicked and I've hung up. And I've went and got my stuff, went back out, went on my bike, started cycling up the road. But I'm doing that thing where you walk with your bike, you're not cycling it, and I phoned my ma. And I'd be like, I don't know what else to do. I was like, ma, I've got syphilis. She's like, what? And I'm like,
Google syphilis, so
I Google it.
I'm
like, ma, I've got syphilis, and I phoned the lassie I'm going out with as well. I've got syphilis. So I've cycled up to the house, right? Went in, and they're both sitting there. So I went into the house, mate. They're both sitting there.
She's sitting there with your ma.
Both of them are sitting there, right? And the two of them are just a bit like, and it's just the worst. Mate, it's the worst situation you could ever possibly be in. And my ma's like that, is there something you want to tell me? And I was like, I was on the phone to you, I told you, like, it's come back that I've got syphilis. I was like, she's like, no, is there anything else you want to tell me? And I was like, no. And she's like, no, I don't know if this is true or not, right, but whatever website she's went on or whatever rabbit hole she's ended up doing, she's like, Greg, syphilis is most commonly passed from male to male contact. And then I'm like, that. And I'll be like, I've been bammed up. It was, at that moment, I was like, I've been fucking bammed up. And I've outed myself and fucking hingy. So I then see the boy that I went to Sandyford Way, I phoned him and I was like, and he's just burst out laughing. It was his stepdad that had the phone and was bamming me up.
What?
I was getting bammed up.
No way!
Time, mate. Mate, honestly. It was at that point I was like, as soon as my ma said that, I was like, I'm getting fucking bammed up, man. Mate, honestly, fuck, man. Mate, I was in floods of tears, mate. Actually cycling my
bike. That is amazing.
In tears. Told the lassie I was going to meet.
Oh, no way.
My ma's then went online and checked, and she's thought that I've been...
Having cable butt sex?
Having bum sex. Mate, I was like, what, man? See, the next day when I went to school, the boy who I went with, he must have recorded it.
That's amazing, man.
And all the boys were just watching it, pissing themselves laughing.
Oh, that's so good, man.
Mate, I will never ever forget.
So you didn't have syphilis?
I never had syphilis, no, I never had anything.
That is amazing.
And you know the worst thing is, I phoned Sandyford up after it and I was like, what's happening? They're like, oh, we've not got you in the file. They'd lost like my results. They'd lost it, they'd lost me in the system, so I went back, go to check done, and there was nothing wrong with me. But it was, class, do you know what it is? It was just that fucking, like, 7 days went past and he was fine, and I was like, sure, like, fuck, man. And then he obviously knew that I was getting pure anxious, because I was telling him, I was like, I've still not heard back from him. So he's obviously got I think it was his stepdad, his father-in-law, or something like that, to phone me and bam me up, mate. What a performance.
That is amazing, man. That's mate, class.
Honestly, I remember...
That is amazing.
Boy, Friel, so when I came off the phone and I went into the gym, mate, there was tears in my eyes, and he was like, is everything alright? And I was like, I've just got a bit of bad news.
That is class, man. That is class. Who is it? Don't tell them, tell me.
Who's the boy that I went with? I'll tell you when we're off camera. I don't know if you know what it is. But mate, it was one of the ones the next day, like, you're just sitting there laughing, you're like, fuck, man, you've got
to amazing. That's
absolutely done a belter, mate. Honestly, like, that's probably the worst I've ever felt in my life, where your full body, like, just goes into pure shock. Like, you think, this is the end of the world. Like, this is the end of the world. And know what the worst thing about it is? See, if I had just held off a few years, I wouldn't have had to fucking out myself to my ma. The lassie I was seeing at the time.
That's class, man.
Fucking...
How did they take it then when you said, by the way, this is the bam up?
They were laughing. You know, my ma loved shit like that. My ma was fucking
that is outrageous, man. I didn't see that coming at all.
My ma thought it was hilarious. The lassie I was going to at the time, I think, was laughing as well, and then all the boys the next day were laughing and all.
I know I was heavy right that weekend, man. Somebody take advantage of me, somebody... That's nuts.
Mate, it's at that point and all, you just start drinking, and I was like, have I fell asleep at any parties? And I was doing that thing on the phone where I was like, have I fell asleep?
Oh, amazing, man.
Oh, mate.
That's class.
Aye, so that was my embarrassing story for this week.
Amazing.
There'll be plenty more to come.
Oh, aye.
But that brings us on to nostalgia.
Oh, nostalgia, right. I don't want to get into that story. Man, you go first with it, so I'm going to go.
Again, I'm using Erin for last night. I feel like Erin's gets pure cracking ideas. And see, to be fair, because if anyone watches this, she'll be like, he's full of shite. I don't actually pure vividly remember this, but do you ever remember got to Asda and there was a big cow there?
No.
She sent me a photo of it. Like, and do you know that way, like, I feel as if I kind of do remember it. But I don't know if I do. It's like the Asda cow. So she said, do you remember at Asda there used to be a cow machine next to the milk, and you could press the button and it made a moo noise, and they had it in the forge?
No,
do you remember that? No,
I've seen that. No. I've seen cows on milk, obviously, but never like that.
No, and that reminds me as well. See, when you go into places like that and they've got like the wee benches and like the wee fucking...
The wee mini trolleys? Mate, I was going to say that when I go. As soon as you're at the top of the shop, I was going to say that.
Like that. You don't see them anymore, do you?
I spot my dog with one of them.
What, a mini trolley?
I thought I was doing shopping, but I was fucking Lewis Hamilton. I went in and we had a big pillars that whole day. Shop up. I remember I was sitting behind the aisle. It was like, what do you call the things? The till 18 it was.
Till 18.
And the woman had a wee first aid kit and it was fucking mobbed. Obviously everybody used tills.
Was it
at that time.
spot on?
It was bad, I remember it. Remember the blood running down me. But my one would either be, remember Heelys? Still used to have Heelys?
Aye.
I used to love going shopping with heelys on. Because of the pure perfect smoothness in the shops. Farmers are really good for it. I get bad for that, but because of it.
But because you were going too fast?
Because of the heelys, I was just getting in the way. I used to race about with Lachlan. My nostalgia will be either heelys or see the wee machines you put the pence in and you spin the hang. Usually the toy. So I was doing that all day, so you sticky and you whip people with. You sticky, it was like high fingers or something. They were class.
That's like remember the wee slinky hangs, I know?
I could never walk.
And you used to get them when you go down the stairs?
Yeah,
that was class.
As I seen in Ace Ventura, he's in.
With Jimmy Carr?
And he goes right to the last one and he's screaming. With Jimmy Carr, I just said I get outed for that.
I can't believe last week that you were saying Ace Ventura and you said Jimmy Carr, and I was like,
because if you knew how I was talking about.
And in my head I was like,
why did you tell me?
Because I didn't really know who Ace Ventura was. I feel like I knew it wasn't Jimmy Carr, but
then
as soon as I know it now because I've looked it up, but I just watched that back and I was like, wow.
I get heavy sleeves for that, man.
Fuck man, I had that pure sneeze coming on there. See as well. I'm going to take my soap test.
Don't do this.
Because remember I was saying was saying we had comments on TikTok.
Right.
Have you been following the YouTube page?
I have followed it.
I feel like you need to get me in a bit. Do you subscribe?
Aye.
Good. There was a guy in my feet.
I don't get the notifications because you're logged in.
Aye, because I'm logged in. I feel like that's why I'm really exposed. There was a guy who said, right now, we had 700 odd views last week, right? I wanted to get to 1,000 this week. And a guy, so we had a comment on the YouTube, first comment on YouTube, and this guy, right, I don't know who he is, but he said, take your soaps off, you'll get more viewers. So
it's probably that same pal again.
So I'm going to try it. Aye, it's that guy's dying it.
You did.
I've got my soaps back on because I've embarrassed myself. That other embarrassing stuff. But no, talk about nostalgia again, right? So I was thinking, I can't think of actual like things, like I'm more thinking like memories. So I always remember my ma used to wash the windies in Crowland Crescent. We had some view in Crowland Crescent. She used to always wash the windies and listen to True Love Never Dies. True Love Never Died, and it's a pure sunny day and my ma's washing the windies and I've got Raw on. I pure love John Cena and I'm just sitting watching Raw with like, I was a pure fat man, so I had 2 Morton's rolls, 2 chicken burgers on each, and you couldn't see the plate for chips.
Really? That's
how my arse is the size it is. Aye. It's hard to get rid of.
On that, your mum watching Windies, I remember my daughter used to watch me, right? She was one of the old nannies that used to watch me. I was a fucking total rag meant to be. But Uncle David's a heavy clean freak, right? He's a pain in the arse. You'd walk into his house, take your shoes off. You'd walk back in the hall, your shoes are there. The jacket's not there. He used to just clean it all the time. But I remember he was hoovering up, right? And what was it called? Like folk music or something on the telly. Like, that was on. And see my song, Wake Me Up Inside. That one, Mad Rock song. She lived like 2-1 up or 2-2 up. And it was exactly the same. Robin's climbing in a mad balcony in the video with that song. And I'm like, fuck man, I could try that. But I remember because he was heavy hoovering and he was in the way, he was lifting up the fucking rug and that, hoovering up. I'm like, try watch this fucking view in here. Like, only 3 minutes of that song. But on that, just because the song was mentioned, that's one of my nostalgias.
My ma says that would be a funeral song. True Love Never Dies.
Is it, right?
Aye.
Interesting.
Aye, very good. She wants a party.
Aye, it sounds like a party then, aye.
But you can't be walking down with a cough on your shoulder to True Love
Heavy
Never Dies. Heavy jamming to True Love Never Dies. Maybe play it later on. Maybe when she's going back out. I don't know, whatever's happening. But aye, I can't get any other nostalgic things, I don't.
I just kept my head down. McDonald's, we used to have the 2 pence change, you used to put it in the
Aye.
spin round.
Oh, you used to sit on McDonald's knee?
Aye, you used to have the big thing, didn't you?
Aye, you could sit on his knee. See when you were talking about the guy who was like pure cleaning up, like...
Uncle David?
Aye. See when we were in the gym the other day and Lisa was doing the shoulder press.
Oh, what about that, man?
And that, like...
No, mate, she wasn't cleaning up, she was trying to take weights for herself. Lisa's doing the shoulder press, she's like, what's going on here, man? Nah, she's using that, she's fucking mid-rep, she's like, oh, sorry!
She's halfway doing the shoulder
press. Natalie, that's all that, I'll grab the weights. Imagine you're fucking trying to do a back squat and Natalie's just taking the plate, half of weights. Oh, so funny, man. Fucking close, man.
She's someone. That brings us on to the last section. Pit and peak of the week. Right? Let you go, brother.
My peak would probably the run through, man. I felt really good doing it. I enjoyed that. Like, obviously it's hard, but it's the same as you. It's like the first 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
You try to just get up to the pace yet, so you're always gassed, you're always fucked. Don't get me wrong, you're fucked if I walk it, but you get to a point where this is manageable.
You're in the trenches, aren't you?
You can maintain this. I think try to talk yourself to get in the trenches. Like, it's so much worse than actually being in the trenches. See, thinking about, oh fuck, I'm going to be fucked here, coming off burpees into a run, I need to be fast with the run. You're never ever as fucked as you think you are. You can always push it anyway. So I really enjoyed that. That was my peak.
It was good, wasn't it?
My pit was probably just the lack of training I've had because of that.
You've still done alright.
I've got the session done regardless. I still have football and that. I've still ran. I've done another fucking 40k again. So it's not been a bad week, but that's probably why I'm struggling to pick a pit, which is a good thing. That is a good thing, That's me. I would say just the DOMs I had.
The run through was good, wasn't it? Like,
it was really good, man.
Obviously we've been doing high rocks training and that, and it's very similar to high rocks, slightly shorter runs. I feel like that probably kind of suits me, like the runs being a wee bit short on, a bit heavier on the stations. It's that, so when we do our run throughs, it's a 600 metre route, and that's obviously what High Brigades is, but we've got a hill at the gym, and I always say, I'm saying to like members and that, because we've been doing the run throughs, I'm like, see that hill, there's no getting away from it, you need to kind of use it, but see when you come to do the actual event, that's going to be so beneficial, like, you're going to feel as if you're flying. So I felt as if our runs were rapid, and that's considering, and you probably had another gear to go up, you said as well, do you know what I mean? I feel it was a couple where you are a bit quicker than me, especially as it goes on and on. My size, I start to fatigue a wee bit, but then I feel like our game plan's quite good because we just lean on each other. Like, we always get you to start and finish the station, and I'll take a bigger brunt in the middle sometimes. Sometimes I give you 65 snatches, 70 you're saying it.
You're fucking broken, man.
But no, that was class. I'm trying to think.
Is that your peak or not? No.
I probably would say that. Because I remember we were buzzing after it, and Lizzie and Leanna like, fucking hell, man, you're pure buzzing. So I probably would say that was my peak, mate. It's been quite a kind of solid week. I always kind of say, like, see, recently I've maybe been up or down or whatever, but this week's been like a kind of nice.
It's good, innit? It's good to get
a nice flow. Like, it's not been. Like that's obviously a good thing, like having that whatever, but I don't really think I've been too high or too low this week. I feel as if I've kind of been flowing and cruising and I feel like I'm back, see the way I was at the start of the year when I was doing 75, like I was just, it's that 3 months of just pure consistency where you're just pure cruising. Don't get me wrong, there'll be days where you're doing a wee bit, or days where you're a wee bit high or whatever, but you're trying to kind of keep that consistent through. So no, it's been a class week, mate. I can't really even think of a pit.
I'm the same, I was saying exactly the same thing.
I can't really think of a pit, and I feel like there's always stuff to kind of work on it there. I don't know, mate, I'm really struggling for a pit, but it's just been a kind of solid week.
Would that be a pit? Try to deal with that shit?
Maybe actually, but to be fair, I feel like the heat's screwed on as well, so obviously getting into the new house, like, I've never just had a house myself. I've always been sharing, I've been staying at my ma's or whatever, so having a sort of realisation of, like, I'm very, seeing it comes to money, I'm probably not the greatest, like, it's not necessarily a bad thing, like, I just don't worry about it, I don't care, I'm just like, fuck it, like, book your holiday, book your high rocks, book that, don't worry about it too much, but see now that I'm in an actual financial position where I'm like, fuck, your bills are fucking sky high, do you know what I mean, and then I've got other things going on as well, which is costing money, which I obviously know about, that I'll not get into, but a lot of this stuff will end, like, some of the outgoings I've got will come to an end, and I've just been wee things like maybe thinking where can I cut back costs, blah blah. Obviously not sure what I'm doing with the motor. I think it's probably going to be best for me to keep it just with how long I've had it for and the equity and all that push. But it's more just as well, mate. So I was coming off the back of, obviously, was it last weekend? Last weekend it would have been, I was out at the wedding, spent fucking hundreds of pounds. So I think just actually having to take a step back and sit down and be like, right, fucking stop being a moron when it comes to spending your money and start actually thinking.
On that, I bet your pit's not been as low as it will be because you've got your checklist now.
100%.
Because you're ticking everything off, nothing really feels that fucking.
And it's that thing as well that I said, mate, like, so I caught myself out doing it, so when I was thinking about the financial stuff, where it was almost like, I can catastrophise. Catastrophise, is that a word? It is a word, mate. It is a word, catastrophise. It's like, you just think the worst is going to happen.
The worst is happening,
But what I've said to myself is what we've been saying to the clients this week, like, literally, get up in the morning
just live that
and
day,
deal with that day. Like, and see if a day comes where fucking something needs to happen drastic, or you're in that much of a bad position, then you'll deal with that day. And it's so true, like, I was doing that thing, and to be fair, mate, I caught myself quite early on, I wasn't doing it for long, like, I was up one night and I was like, fuck, and I was like, Greg, wait a minute, you're forgetting about the revenue you've got coming in, the one-to-ones, all this sort of stuff. You're just focusing on all the outgoings and
all the big numbers
you're just taking a kind of situation and and you're no taking into consideration, mate, £400 I spent at that wedding.
Aye, you said that, aye.
Like that's a fucking.
You live it, but
no, that's
you live it.
But I feel like that's the sort of thing that before I'd get away with because I didn't have the big outgoing, but now I've got a house myself, so you're not having the bills with anybody. You know what I mean? That's on you yourself. So I'm saying a pit, mate, but see, to be honest with you, I'm quite proud of myself and happy with how I've handled it.
Mate, good.
And how I've kind of been like, do you know what, man? Just deal with the day and things will. I think when you've got that mindset as well, it's like that manifesting thing I'm saying, like, I feel like see if I catastrophise and say like, oh, I'm going to end up in this and I'm fucking it, and I think see if you start to think and you start to go that way, things will happen like that. Mate, that actually reminds me, I'm reading a book now called Let Them. Have you seen it?
No, I can't read that much, I'm not great at reading.
Dynamite, mate. It's fucking dynamite.
I like the idea, even the title, I like the idea of that.
It's so good, it's just kind of like, it goes back to everything though, like, it's just like, mate, I would even use last night as an example, right, I came in for the gym, and Leanne had bought me some stuff for the house, knives, and fucking a couple of other things, and I says to her, I went into the kitchen, right, and I hadn't noticed, and I said to her, I'm going for a shower, like, have I got enough time for a shower before dinner's ready? And I don't think she heard me, and she said, oh, I bought you a few things, right? And I said, can I go for a shower? And she's like, I bought you a couple of things, and I was like, I know, can I go for a shower? But
sounds rude that way, aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but I've not even thought it, right? So I've then went up a stair and I was like, why did she know yet? And then I was like, it wasn't like that let them thing, but I was like, Greg, you were such a dick, yeah. So it's like that realisation. It's like letting things go. It's like letting things go. It's like let them. If somebody takes you bad or somebody does something, or somebody's acting a certain way, like let them. Like don't let it affect you too much. And then it's also like, let yourself kind of get in it and just go on with it. So it's so good, mate. I love shit like that. See, just the mindset thing. So the first thing I done was we didn't apologise.
Obviously.
Right away, but it was a pure miscommunication.
You just realised, fuck, I just realised what you were
because I was like that. I've told her I'm going for a shower and she's talked about something completely different.
Obviously I've seen it
almost as if, and then I was like, fuck me, that was so rude.
That's what I mean,
so I think it's the wee things like that could have pure escalated, but it was just that thing of like, let it go, like you've been a dick, yeah, hold your hands up and go on with it. So it just, mate, I just love to see that full thing about just like training your mind and how you process things and how you deal with things and just looking at things from different angles. Like I'm a pure self-reflective person. I don't feel the same.
Well, maybe I don't know.
I'd say you are.
Think so?
Like even with the business, so even like a few weeks ago, we got a heat together, and I feel like since that day, like we had a conversation with each other where we were both like, I feel like you're doing this, or I'm doing this, and you say to me a couple of things like, I feel like sometimes maybe you're too quick to do this or whatever, and like,
for granted almost.
And I feel like, but see the way the both of us just sat down and had a conversation and just heard each other out, and we're just like, do you know what, I take on board what you're saying.
Bang on,
like there's you're not saying it, and it goes back to what we were saying and all when we're talking to people in the chat.
It's not personal.
It's not personal, mate. Exactly. It definitely isn't personal, and I feel like see when I was younger, I used to take things dead personally. Like I used to think if somebody's saying something to me, like it's pure a personal attack. And in actual fact, when you should turn around and go, have they got a point now? And see, sometimes they might know. Like sometimes somebody might say something to you and you might go, do you know what? I think they're out of order there, but let them. That's what the book says. Just like, if somebody's going to do something or be a certain way, whatever, let them, and just you get on with your life.
Your life, isn't it?
Like anything else, bro?
Not really, mate. No, I don't think so, man. Happy with that.
That was good, wasn't it? I feel like we're going to need a big story next week to talk the syphilis story.
Let's go with that one, you know.
Oh no.
Now,
do you know how I tell if I'm going to tell a story or not? I'll tell it to Leanne and I'll see what her reaction is. And I don't think I can tell the other story. But we'll leave that there.
Good lad.
Yeah, buddy!